Hello, Andy.
Hey, Brian, how's it going, sir? How are you today?
Oh, smashing. Just had a couple of sessions out there, and we had a good time. Lots of fun. Always fun at this track.
Well, so I hear you might have had a fender bender out there one time a long time ago.
Oh, I did. It was a long time ago. I jumped in somebody's a 944, and it was a heavy downpour. It was a 12-hour race, and it was a heavy downpour. No, it was a 24-hour race, yeah. And at the carousel, I took a ride into the boondocks. It was just too wet. I couldn't control that at all.
Well, I believe the bonnet from that car is at a Hard Rock Cafe right now, Brian.
Is it? Oh, good. Testament to my running out of talent when it's most needed. Yeah,
absolutely. Folks, we're with Brian Johnson, lead voice, obviously, of AC/DC for so many years, and also a very, very strong race enthusiast. Brian has residence here in Florida, and he's at Palm Beach International Raceway, and being a big part of what's going on out there today, the Palm Beach Grand Prix. It looks like you got perfect weather out there today, Brian. How is the racing?
The weather is absolutely stunning here. And, of course, as I said before, this racetrack is what we call a cheeky little bugger. It looks easy until you start racing, and the turns come at you real quick and real fast. And but today, with this weather, you know, the people should come out here and just try it, because they've got a wonderful go-kart track here as well. You can sign up to drive and drive arounds, and we just have a ball, you know, with the punters, you know, the public when they come in, because they can mix with all the drivers and they can sit in the cars. Well, it depends who the driver is.
Right.
You can sit in mine.
All right.
No, we don't mind, you know. It's a lot of fun, especially the young boys and everybody dreams of being a race car driver, and I did when I was a young boy, you know.
Well, and you're living that dream. It's the Palm Beach Grand Prix. It's going out on Palm Beach International Raceway this afternoon till 8 o'clock tonight. There'll be some night racing. Brian, I wanted to ask you about the car show tomorrow, and on Sunday they'll be open 9 to 5 both days. How about that British car show on Sunday? What's your favorite British car? I see them pitching those Jaguars in the commercials about all the villains driving the Jaguars.
Well, my favourite British car, I'm very lucky enough to own, which is a 1928 4.5-litre Bentley. You know, it always, to me, it always personified, you know, the true British grit, you know, in the 30s and, you know, leading up to the Second War. And, you know, you always picture the Spitfire pilots driving to the to the aerodrome to go up and back a couple of Hun before breakfast, you know, and but that's my favorite car. And as I say, I'm lucky enough to have one.
And the racing cap and the glasses and the scarf that's flying off behind you, going with that, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, with a mustache and a gap between his two front teeth. Terry Thomas.
The 24-hour race at Daytona. Tell us a little about your experience there at that. I believe it's the Rolex 24. How do you enjoyed that over the years?
It's a fantastic race. You know, I give everything to these professional guys. I mean, first of all, you know, you can't just jump in a car and race it. You really do have to qualify time-wise to be good enough to get in the car. And my hat goes off to all these pros. I mean, they keep their wits and their honed all the way for, you know, for 24 hours. They have to be, you know, right on the ball. And I remember the moment I remember the most was at about 1 o'clock in the morning, and they said, "Okay, Brian, you're up." And I went, "Oh my word!" And I'd never driven at night before. And of course, you know, you're just a little tired, but you know, the adrenaline is coursing through the veins, and then the car comes in, you're thrown in there, the net goes up, the straps down, and all of this, and then about 30 seconds later, you're doing 208 miles an hour on the banking with these other people who are doing the same, and it was a humbling experience, but boy, oh boy, it was the most wonderful thing I think I'll ever do. You know, it was wonderful.
A white knuckle ride for sure, right?
Oh, absolutely, my son. Absolutely.
Folks, we're talking with Brian Johnson, of course, the lead singer of AC/DC and a race enthusiast. He's out at Palm Beach International Raceway for the Palm Beach Grand Prix. Brian, will you be sticking around for the entire weekend, or is today your day?
No. I'll be there. We're going to race. We've got 2 races tomorrow, and we have another race Sunday. And tomorrow will be fun because Ken, as you know, has organised. We've got some children coming in, the place of hope, and they're coming in, and all the drivers are going to take them round the motor cars, and I think we're going to give them a spin round the track, and we're going to make all kinds of fun for these kids, you know. So it's just a good feel, you know. I like it. Sometimes this historic motor racing, and we shouldn't call it historic because there's cars here from there's some cars built in 2008 and 9, and there's some brand new ones. So it's a grand mix, and the camaraderie between the teams and the drivers is just, it really is healthy. It's a wonderful, healthy feeling here, you know.
Well, hopefully we can get our folks to head on out there. There's one of those cars going by right now. You can head out tonight until 8 o'clock on Friday night. There'll be some night racing, and then 9 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday, it's the British Car Show and the races. Brian Johnson of AC/DC will be there. Brian, I'd be remiss, and a lot of fans would kick me if I didn't say, could we venture just real quickly into musical territory? Anything planned for you and the band in 2014?
Well, you'll be the first one to know, really, because we've been denying anything because we weren't sure. And one of our boys was pretty ill, so we didn't like to say anything. And we're very private about things like this.
Of course.
So
Respect
we didn't
that.
want to say anything. Yeah, and he's a very proud man. But I think we'll be going into the studio in May in Vancouver, and which means we should be getting ready. It's been 40 years of the band's existence, so I think we're going to try to do 40 gigs, 40 shows to thank the fans for their undying loyalty. I mean, honestly, our fans are just the best in the world, and we appreciate every one of them. So we decided we'll have to go out, even though we're getting a bit long in the tooth.
Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Yes, sir. And you know what? It's been 4 years, and I'm really looking forward to it.